Another monad update for you guys. Monad right now sitting just under 22 cent, right? And just a few days ago you could get 100,000 monad for $1,800, guys. As I said, man, dollar cost average is the way to go, right? If you did DCA, right, you bought as the project kept dipping, you bought a couple hundred bucks. I'm sure you could have lowered your average to get into your 100,000 monad goal, right? Like I said, I think 100,000 monad, 50,000 to 100,000, great bag to have, right? You just need one investment at a time in this space, man. Yes, you can't turn $1,000 to $1 million in crypto. I've seen people do it. People just did it recently on a meme coin on Solana, right? One of the big KOLs that I follow, they bought 800 bucks of the coin super early. They're probably in an insider chat or something like that. They're in a group chat where they know about these coins early. Bought 800 bucks and now it's $200,000, right? In a matter of a week, right? And this, those type of moves are only possible with crypto. But again, excuse me, those type of moves are only possible in crypto. But again, it's not gonna be the average retail investor that could pull off moves like that, right? So this is why I say with my investment strategy, I'm just gonna take it one investment at a time. I patiently buy a coin that has great potential, great fundamentals. I get some X's there, then I take some of those profits into another project, and then another project, and then I compound those gains, right? That's what I did in 2024. And as long as the market is bullish for 2026, I could do that again, right? And one of the projects that I think is great for retail investors, for the average person who doesn't have the time to be, in crypto hours and hours on end, opening all kinds of different tabs, clicking all kinds of different buttons, right? I think Monad is a great bet for that type of person, right? So, like I said, I think 100,000 Monad is a great bet to make here. Still undervalued. Anything under the Coinbase ICO price is undervalued in my opinion. And again, right now sitting at 236 mil market cap, volume up 163% right now. And again, if you DCA, see, this is why DCA is such a powerful strategy, because there's people that bought Monad here at 3 cents and they bought their entire bag at 3 cents. So then they had to hold for a whole 50% drawdown, right? Almost a 50% drawdown. And a lot of them probably panic sold, right? If you DCA, like for example, if you just bought a bit at 3 cents, you just bought 200 bucks at 3 cents, 100 bucks. Few days later, you bought another couple $100, just like that. Few days later, you do the same thing. Just like that, you lowered your average, right? And then when it got to like 1.8 cent, once again, back to that double bottom pattern, then you could have bought an even bigger purchase, right? That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. But right now is a good spot, in my opinion. Anything under 2.5 cents is a great spot to purchase Monad, in my honest opinion, right? Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but like I said, guys, I'll stick with my price targets, which is $1 for Monad. And obviously, I think 2 to 3 can be possible here if Monad is truly a Solana or Ethereum killer. Then you could see like 70 billion market cap for Monad in the future, right? XRP, same tokenomics, right? Let's go to the top 100 real quick, okay? XRP, 100 billion supply for XRP, right? 117 billion market cap, right? $1.93, right? Will that happen right away for Monad? Probably not. But XRP has the same tokenomics. Monad has the same tokenomics as Monad, and it's at $1.93. So it is possible. Is it possible like right away? Probably not, but it is possible, right? So again, you can't rule out the $1 price prediction is all I'm saying, right? But if you're just going to be conservative, and I get it, be conservative, 20 cents per Monad, 50 cents per Monad, can't rule that out. You really can't, right? That is so conservative. So 100,000 Monad, you have 100,000 Monad, gets to 20 cents. That's going to be 20K. Gets to 50 cents, that's 50K. That's a great return on investment right there. $2,000 to 20K. to $20,000 to $50,000, that is a great return on investment, right? So let's take a look right here, see what the X community has to say about Mon real quick before I close out the video. Mon price is pumping, nice to see it. This person bought Mon spot at 2 cents, and they're looking for a bullish structure. Oh, they think it's gonna pull back one more time. Okay, that's interesting to see. This person as well think Mon will pull back one more time, back down to 2 cents one more time. Okay, all right, interesting stuff, man. Look at this, and look at that, right? Mon is up 20%. Nobody really talking about it on my timeline. Everybody's focused on Hyperliquid. Everyone is focused on Hyperliquid, and Mon is pretty much almost up as much as Hyperliquid, and nobody's talking about it on the timeline. I love the silent movers, right? Because all of crypto Twitter, most of the timeline thinks Mon is dead. It's never gonna come back from the ashes, etc. It's over. It's a dead L1, and it's up 20%, almost as much as Hyperliquid, which everyone talks about Hyperliquid on Twitter, right? So we're gonna see a God candle in Mon in a couple of days. Trust me, okay? Hey, sign me up for it, okay? So this is from Eon. Has a nice little chart here for Mon. Definitely got to use it as a thumbnail and see where his targets are. Very realistic target up here, 17 to 20 cents, right? But I don't think Mon just stops at 20 cents. I personally don't think Monad is gonna stop just at 20 cents. Now it could correct when it gets to 20 cents, have some consolidation, maybe pulls back to 10 cents, maybe 8 cents, but then it goes up again. That's what I think happens. And then when it goes up again from 10 to 8 cents, 8 to 10 cents, it goes to 40 cents next time, right? That's how I see it. So yeah, good spot right here. I love this chart. I like bullish charts. So 20 cent target from here in Q1, Q2. I think that's very possible, man. I think it's very possible. So we'll see though. I'm not a financial advisor, guys, but Monad is looking great here. Much better than 90% of the altcoins in the space. I'll tell you that much. A lot of them aren't up 20% right now. A lot of them aren't. So as always, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll catch you in the next one.